Hello everyone, and welcome back. Heir of the Seleucids here. That's right, we're going to continue Alexander's legacy here. We've got some Parthians out in front of us who need a bit of a beating. I had mentioned yesterday in my video that I was going to be trying to make a video on the new Homeworld 3 demo that's out there. I did get a chance to play the demo some. I've only played it for about an hour. I have not had a chance to capture any footage, and I want to make sure that I make that video. Honestly, like, just playing the demo, like, I didn't find anything impressive, but I'll make a video out of it and talk through it. Obviously, I have a lot of high hopes on that game because I love Homeworld, and I covered the Homeworld Remastered games on the channel, and I also covered Homeworld's Deserts of Karak on the channel, and the Deserts of Karak videos were actually pretty popular. So they did fairly well, all things considered. So I have high hopes for the game. We'll see what happens. It is a demo, which I believe is just part of an old build. Oh my gosh. What? Okay, so they deployed off to my flank here. Alright, I'm gonna turn and face. And enemies coming in from my flank here. What do they got? So horse archers, hillmen, slingers, eastern. Okay, it's just garbage. Garbage all around. So we should have a good opportunity to slaughter them here. Yeah, when Homeworld 3 comes out, I will be covering it in depth. I might take a break even from other videos just to kind of cover it. And part of the reason for that is, well, at least for now, and hopefully this has changed by the time that comes out in March. Right now, I have probably less than an hour to even play games, and that includes like recording and uploading stuff right now. My projects at work are very busy, leaves me very tired at the end of the day, and then there's other things that I have to get done before I get some sleep and start it all over again. So I just don't have much time to record right now. Not just record, but like I said, play games, period. Like, there's just not much there. So I'm doing what I can, and so that's why I may kind of, you know, pause some other stuff and cover that game when it comes out, because depending on what's going on at work, I may have a limited time only to be playing games each and every day. I don't know what's going on with these Eastern infantry, why they came so far out in front of their line, but they did. There's some slingers over here. I'll go ahead and attack them. We should see that Eastern spear route relatively quick. I'm gonna go charge the rear of it here. I don't know how that Eastern infantry is still there. Okay, it's routing. I'm gonna go ahead and reform here. It looks like we took out the slingers. Okay, what do we got here? There's a hillman approaching. Kind of this flank. I'm gonna reposition my phalanx. And we took out those Parthians coming up on that flank. Just a few more Eastern mercenaries kind of out in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and move up and offer battle. And I'm going to move my archers over this direction as well. Okay. Get into a phalanx formation. Start pushing forward into the enemy infantry units. Push up further here. Okay, I am beginning to move around the flanks here. And this is going to be the end of the Parthian army, I believe, here.
The enemy show their true virtue.
it wasn't much of a Parthian army. Okay. We're going to give pursuit orders. I had my archers quit firing. Same thing with my militia cavalry. I'm gonna try and get them to quit throwing their javelins. I've given the order, but my troops are very zealous at times. Try and just run down these routing troops. Awesome. So, enemy captains are gone. That's going to be pretty much all she wrote for the Parthians. I'm going to go ahead and exit this battle. So, that's a resounding success for us. Not surprising, though, just based off of the low quality troops that we can expect from the Parthians at this point. They really don't have a large settlement, so they're just not going to be able to field particularly dangerous armies against me at the moment. And I am going to start making my way towards the Parthian settlements. Meanwhile, we have arrived with the second army in Egypt. Though, to be honest, this army is not particularly well equipped. And I may want to back up for a moment and sling a couple of infantry units this direction. This army has very little infantry, and we could use just about anything else. I've got more infantry training. Looks like I was busy. I needed to be training a bit more of a fleet here. And then, let's see. Ended up with an army here at Mazaka, and we were training some cataphracts there. And then I have an army mostly put together. I mean, it's not like a super impressive army, but it is an army nonetheless. And I was going to go attack Pergamum. Oh, Sardis is not happy about my having departed. Really? Okay, there we go. Alright, I was able to calm Sardis by moving one of my commanders over to hold up the garrison. It's because Sardis is such a large city, it is going to require a pretty significant garrison. And we're going to need to continue to build buildings that are going to improve the public order there. I'm training a lot of troops at Sardis, which is somewhat helping with the population overflow that we're experiencing there, which is definitely a common occurrence in these old campaigns. Let's see, Jerusalem, nothing going. Nothing at Halicarnassus, Mazaka. Got a lot of stuff we can build. Let's see, Sinope. Go ahead and build that, and then nothing we can build out there. Okay, so we've got our buildings underway. Alexandria did not really have any recruiting infrastructure, which was unfortunate because it was such a large settlement. I would have expected as much, but it really just didn't have it. Let's go ahead and end a turn here. I still have my diplomat making the long march to Greece, and I've got my merchant here who I'm headed south to do some monopolizing with. And what's Egypt? Egypt is gonna siege me at Alexandria. I'll check out what kind of army that is, and we'll see if we can go ahead and immediately push back.
We are besieged.
If they're busy sieging me there, though, it means that my other army, once I get it put together...
Let us end the bloodshed.
Okay, so Pontus wants a ceasefire. That actually should be a good deal for now.
Thanks.
I don't know how much longer they'll allow it. Is Armenia going to do the same here? No. They're probably just trying to bribe my character here. Alright, let's see. So it looks like rebels took over that settlement. That's funny. I may go straight for the Parthian settlement then, because that would be Parthia's final settlement, I believe. And getting after them might be a way to rid ourselves of them permanently. And speaking of rid ourselves, Pergamum is before us here. I'm gonna build some sapping points. Maybe a ram, something like that. Let's continue the siege. They've only got 3 units inside the settlement. And then, looks like we've gotten our city. Ooh, it is kind of on the edge in terms of morale. We've got a lot of work to do there. Let's take a look at our Path Block settlement besieged. War declared. End of turn report. Construction report. So we finished several buildings, including a port. Income continues to be very high. We're sitting on a large bunch of income. Antioch is struggling a little bit with public order. So I might as well just train out some troops here. That will help public order stay higher, and then it will also eat off some of that excess population. But I mean, I am busy building there. Let's see, let's go to Damascus, where we can get another building project in as well. Put in the public baths. Jerusalem, Halicarnassus, Bostra. Let's get paved roads. And there we go. So we have built everywhere we can build. Let's see what kind of army Egypt brought against us. It is a ton of skirmishers. If I had much cavalry, which I have a little. What do they got? So they have 2 chariots. These are Egyptian chariots. I don't believe those are going to be archery chariots. I have a desert cavalry. I feel like we can sally out here and get a pretty good victory. I'm going to go ahead and attempt it. If we can get our archers out front and let them start doing some damage, that would be good. We need to get the city finished building, where we can do some retraining and recruiting here. We don't want to have such a large city and not be able to recruit from it. Okay, and then I'm going to put this there. Awesome, that should work. Egyptian army is spread very, very wide. They have a considerable number of units here. Alright, my troops are moving out. I'm gonna fast forward. Whoa, they're coming straight at me. What the heck? I don't know if I've ever witnessed the AI doing such a thing. It's weird, they just YOLO'd a Desert Axeman right at me. Like I said, I've not witnessed the AI do this kind of thing, and this may actually be very bad for me. Because if I get all bottled up here, and they hit me with those chariots, this could be exceptionally bad. I do not even know what is happening right now. I've never seen the AI make such a move. This is awkward to say the least. It's not a bad move if you're the AI, like trying to bottle me up right at the gate. With these chariots, like if I can't kill these guys, they'll get a tremendous number of kills over here. And move these archers back. It takes a while to get all my men through the gates. Okay, we did manage to rout their... Alright, I'm gonna try and get my pikes into formation. Come on.
Pike levy. Stand in formation. Pike levy.
There's another desert axeman coming forward. I'm still trying to get my archers into position. No, 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 don't charge, don't charge. Trying to pull my cavalry back here out of the way. I might be able to go start wrapping up a flank of the enemy. My unit's on skirmish, so it's not wanting to respond to me. Okay, I've just about got my units over here. Okay. Okay, they just YOLO'd me with one of their chariots, and I was not in a phalanx formation, and I'm still not. I'm gonna...
The enemy general is
Yep,
running
okay,
away.
good.
This
The
is
enemy
no
general's
way
fleeing.
for a leader to behave,
I'm
but
gonna
in
start
battle,
pushing up
it is
on
beyond
these
belief.
skirmishers. I don't know what is going on with my pike line, but some of them are kind of going Leroy Jenkins on me. Alright, so I'm gonna come over here and pursue all these skirmishers and slingers with my cavalry. Yeah, this was a very odd battle indeed. It's not like the AI to do what they did. They usually back up and just kind of sit back and, you know, let you slowly meander and make your way out there, and that was not at all what they decided to do here. You have a desert cavalry bearing down on us here.
General. Stand your ground. Units.
We've routed that unit. I'm gonna continue to try and kill enemy units here. I'm letting my archers kind of just protect me over here. Now remember, we're not really going to be able to replenish any of these units because there's just really no recruiting infrastructure in this settlement. Okay, my archers are doing their thing, just kind of firing away. Skirmishers. Reposition here.
General. Hurry. Cavalry. General. Destroy them.
I'm gonna try and charge this desert axe infantry here.
Units.
Get it out of town, and then there's a whole bunch of skirmishers over here. I'm gonna go ahead and try and run them down.
Archers. Archers.
So I'm gonna turn my archers' attention to the phalanx units that are nearby. But I think we can just go ahead and rout all these Egyptian units. I don't think all these skirmishers are gonna do well to resist this blob of cavalry. And indeed they are not, and I'm getting a tremendous number of kills here. There we go, I've kind of got my units split up in pursuit. One of their phalanx units is fleeing away. Let's just kind of continue the battle. Alright, there we go. So, that was a little bit weird, but it was still a slaughter in favor of us. But certainly an odd battle, to say the least. I have not seen the AI just come and attack me at the gates. I'm not sure ever if I've seen them employ that strategy. We can retrain the archers, but we don't have anything else to retrain. I am busy building a militia barracks, so I would be able to train at least some infantry.
Forward.
And I've got more infantry training back here And Jerusalem's population basically just isn't growing because of the steady stream of infantry that I'm cranking out of there. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring this army forward now because we've kind of gotten the enemy weakened down in Egypt. And I believe I took care of all the buildings I can. We are sieging Pergamum. I want to get an army together here. I've got 2 commanders. And we could take one of these armies and march against Armenia. Pontus we have a ceasefire with for the moment. That ceasefire probably won't last terribly long, but at least we have one for the moment. I'm going to take this... I'm going to leave the governor.
Yes, my lord. Yes, sir.
And I've got some of these phalanx troops, archers.
Sir. Yes, strategos.
I'm going to go ahead and head north here on the road. And then I can go ahead and start training more troops at Mazaka here. And then I'm going to take some...
Yes, strategos.
I'm going to take the cataphracts from that settlement and put them into this army, as well as archers. So, I'll train some extra units here. Yeah, I can't get any archers at these settlements, but I'll be able to get something put together. So I've got an army here, and we can go ahead and begin the long march to the Armenian capital and see if we can force them into a settlement as well. All right, here goes our diplomat and our merchant. See, Egypt might be begging for peace. Either that or they're just trying to bribe settlements. Yeah, they're begging for peace, but we can't give it to them because it's not in our objectives to allow them to go free. Imagine Armenia is going to be doing more of the same here, but I'm not going to do that because I'm just going to go try and finish them off. See if we can defeat them. Numidia is wanting trade rights. I should have countered with map information, but still, we got trade rights with Numidia, which is certainly useful. Looks like the rebels are monopolizing some stuff there. Okay,
Your Honor?
Alright, we are now monopolizing that resource.
Yes, strategos.
And then this army can continue to move towards the Parthian settlements.
Yes,
This army can march on. And then we've got the Greeks sieged up real nice. So Pergamum will soon be ours, and it's a large city, so we're going to be able to sack it and feasibly cause some pretty significant damage, which is precisely the amount of damage that I'm looking to cause, if not catastrophic. Let's see here. So if we do Odion's awesome temple of Dionysius, 40% public order bonus due to happiness. Takes 4 turns to build. Let's see, Hatra. Pair those, and let's put in the baths here. Jerusalem, Palmyra. Carnassus has not grown. Susa. Put in the roads, Petra. Get some farms. All right. So I'm continuing to build every building, or sorry, in every settlement that can have stuff built.
Destroy them.
I'm gonna head down here to try and get a siege onto Memphis. And then, like I said, at Alexandria, I can now train militia hoplites, but that's it. We really need this building here. I'm gonna pull it to the front of the queue. And then I was training more infantry at Jerusalem.
Yes, my lord.
I'm gonna go ahead and start marching some of that infantry as reinforcements all the way to Alexandria. And let's see, that should be good enough for now. And yet another turn, so we found a Scythian
Your honor.
settlement here. Let's talk to them. Let's see if we can give them trade rights and map information.
A most generous proposal.
Alright, so we got map information off of Scythia. I'm gonna kind of actually take my march towards Rome. Is that a Parthian settlement all the way out here? No way. Holy cow. If that's true, that sucks. 'Cause they are way the heck out there. We got Scythia with some settlements strewn about up there as well. Alright, path blocks, we took care of that. Let's go ahead and finish ending this turn. Egypt's gathering up for a stand at Alexandria. I don't think it'll be a very impressive stand, but a stand. Better to stand than sit, I guess, in that case. Okay, so the Greeks at Pergamum, they are 2 turns from surrender. And I may just continue to siege them for a minute, because there's nothing they can do about it, other than accept fate. Or they can scream into the night. Alright, so I've now got Parthia sieged out here, so we can continue that. So maintain siege. Alright, so we got Parthia stuck in their walls, so we won't be hearing from them anytime soon, and I am here for that. I almost wonder if I could take... I'm gonna train a couple troops there. But I might just start having to train some peasants at some of these large settlements and then just send the population elsewhere in order to keep people happy. Alright, let's see. Sardis. And we may start getting to the point where it gets hard to control public order. That is sometimes the case in Total War Rome. So like right here at Seleucia, I'm training troops and we're building buildings, but we're still struggling with public order because the settlement is just getting large and it takes a large garrison or a good governor in order to keep a place under control. And then it requires that you build pretty much every single public order building that you can. Let's see here, we got a Scythian army in our way that slowed us down. I'm gonna kind of ignore it and keep on marching. We found a Dacian settlement under siege by the Scythians, so the Scythians are apparently at war with the Dacians. Blocked. Alright, let's go ahead and finish that turn end. Got our reinforcements marching into Egypt. Oh, the Brudii! They have arrived in Rhodes. They're gonna beat me to the punch there, then. I was wondering when we would see the Romans show up soon. Awesome. Alright, so let's take a look at the turn-in. So city expands, Damascus. Build the counselor's chambers there. And then what else we got? Faction announcements, retinue expands, end of turn report, finish some buildings. Jerusalem is never going to have enough growth. Let's see, Halicarnassus, Bostra, awesome, Susa, Osaka, Nope. Alright. Can't do anything else on those for this turn.
Orders? Yes, strategos.
Just about finished that building. I think I'm gonna actually take these troops to reinforce this army.
Yes, strategos.
And now I'm gonna give this army an order on these guys on the very next turn. I'm gonna actually retrain here. And I'm actually gonna... I mean, I have the money. I'm actually just gonna keep training an army here. I'm gonna grab some Greek cavalry. Keep the training going there. And then at Sidon, I could probably go ahead and put together some archers. And then we could try and put something together to go out to Salamis with. And let's see what happens if we end another turn here. Ooh, we're gonna arrive at the Armenian capital of Colchis.
Sir,
And we can go ahead and build some siege equipment.
Sieging settlement, sir.
They do not have long to survive. So we should be able to knock out Armenia. Well, we certainly have our enemies on the ropes. In terms of power and money and stuff, they're going to be in a impossible to handle situation. Just maintain the siege here.
Settlement, sir.
That way I don't have to take a bunch of damage to my army.
orders?
Or no, they're 5 turns from surrender, so they're still a long ways out from surrendering. I'm not going to wait that long. Let's assault here. Ooh, look at that. They got armored hoplites. It's a good thing I brought the Phalanx pikes, but honestly, armored hoplites are better. I would have to kind of get into a position where I could outmatch them. Let's go ahead and fight this one. We would never want to fight those armored hoplites on a wall. Outside of a pike phalanx or a phalanx formation, the armored hoplites are going to be way better in melee. So if I got into a melee situation with them, even with my best troops,
Busy today. He will take.
we would be in bad shape. There's a couple of sap points,
Pikeman! Units, run!
and I would like to use these sap points. Yeah, we're gonna get hit hard by oil if we do that.
Abandon the ram.
Let's see. I'm gonna move some troops over here.
Militia hoplites!
I want to use the militia hoplites to man one of the sap points, and then the levy pikes to do the other. And we'll try and get into the city undamaged in that manner. There's no quick way to get to the settlement. All right, let's start the battle. Hurry up and get into the sap point, because we're going to be under fire from those towers.
Start digging!
Work has begun on the mine beneath the enemy walls. Your sappers are working hard.
We're actually not being fired on, which is great. So our guys are going to go undermine the walls, essentially. I do see the fastest way to the town center, and the Greeks are just defending the town center. Alright. Alright, the sapping has begun. So we're undermining the walls. There we
The mine
go.
is complete and the wall has collapsed.
Don't ask how that makes any sense physically. We can imagine what it's like in real life. What we see on the screen may not make much sense, but... Now we're going to run into the settlement, and I'm going to start capturing a bunch of those towers. But I've got to kind of fast forward through this process of getting my guys back up out of the sap point. It takes forever. Sieges are extremely tedious on these games, like very, very tedious. So you can see that we're still just slowly funneling out of the sap point here. There we go. I can now run that unit forward. And you see we're going to take some pretty good damage from that tower. I'm going to go ahead and jump up on the wall. And I'm going to start capturing towers around this direction to kind of make a safe path for my men. The Greeks did have a single unit, yeah, marching towards me up this street here.
Pikemen! Unit! Standard formation! Levy pikemen! Quickly!
Actually can't capture some of these towers. I thought I could capture this one.
Quickly! Units!
I'm trying to capture these towers so they can't just sit there and keep shooting me. That's why I'm kind of hanging back for a minute.
Standard formation!
Get in there. Come on. I just need like one guy to step inside the tower and keep us from taking egregious losses.
Pike levy!
I see their movement order, but they're just standing there taking... Okay, there we go.
Our soldiers have captured the walls. Now's the time to press on and capture this place.
We're yet to step into this tower as well. Holy cow. My guys decided to just sit there and get shot a lot. But I now own those two towers, which are shooting at the hoplites, so that's good news. I didn't really want the Greeks to send me a welcoming committee. If they come up here and fight me on the walls, I'm in pretty big trouble. You can see their armor protecting them quite a lot more than what I get. Alright, well hopefully this doesn't turn into a complete debacle. I really need to get the unit down from the walls here, but I've got to deal with these Greeks.
Pike levy!
I'm gonna go ahead and bring that unit down off the walls. I'm gonna bring this unit down off the walls as well. Coming down from the wall is going to be pretty slow. We could go down this street to try and get to the town center, but I'm gonna have to pass several more towers along the way. So, kind of thinking about just getting a unit up on the walls here and running along that wall. Where did the... Okay. I see...
Militia hoplites!
I've got an order for them to run. Go get on that wall.
Form! Quickly!
We're gonna have to surround these armored hoplites if we're gonna have any prayer of beating them, and the probably most effective way of doing that is gonna be to moving some units over here to this other gap.
Militia hoplites!
Got militia hoplites with an order. Get up there. Go, 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 go. Get in the tower. Thank you.
Militia hoplites!
Okay, so now those militia hoplites are taking care of that tower.
Units!
Pike phalanx.
Pike phalanx! Move!
All right. I'm gonna take my time with these armored hoplites. Like I said, it's gonna be pretty meticulous. And I'm gonna actually start running this unit across the walls, capping off all of the buildings along the way. That will ensure that I'm not gonna take a bunch of shots from these towers, because you can get shot on the interior of the walls in this game. Something to be aware of if you are not familiar with that concept. Okay, so I have towers being captured down along that direction.
Phalanx pikemen.
I'm gonna start moving up these phalanx pikemen.
Pikemen.
up more, and we're going to see if we can surround and destroy this armored hoplite in a pincer movement, which would be the most effective way to get rid of it. And then we have a pretty easy opening to get to the town center right through there. So the streets can be a little bit maze-like on some of these games. I'm gonna...
Pikemen, forward, ready. Kill them, pikemen. Quickly.
Form my phalanx. Quickly.
Form the phalanx.
Okay, I'm gonna start kind of closing in on the armored hoplites. Like I said, these units are far superior to my own. I'm simply counting on numbers to make things happen for me. Wow, I don't even know what just happened there. Speaking of... what is even going on here? They've like moved against the wall and my guys stopped pursuing... Oh, no. I see what it is. There's a few of them still in melee here. Yeah, my levy pikes are not gonna do good in that situation. Good news is I've captured all these towers along the way. And I should be able to bring my general safely inside the settlement. My tower is firing at the armored hoplites here. We're still killing like kind of a random few of these guys who got stuck in melee with us. And they're so superior to me that it's taking... What in the... They're just clipping through a building. I don't... Okay, I guess home field advantage. These guys know their way through, like, a secret entrance of sorts or something. I don't know. That's, again, new on me. Alright, so I've got units inside the walls. That was a interesting trick by the Greeks to simply disappear inside of a building. I mean, it does say building, Greek cities, so I suppose they own the building and they can walk through it. My tower's still firing at something. And the mini-map, it shows them somewhere in that vicinity as well. I have no idea what's going on. Alright, I'm pushing all of my infantry forward. All the way to that point. Awesome. Okay. Okay, they have come back out of the building, but are now clipping back into it. They're taking some casualties. It doesn't exactly give me a super clear view of them all the time, but I mean, my tower did hit them. They took a few casualties. Like I said, that armor, though, makes a big difference in their survivability. All of my pikemen are making their way towards the town center. We do not want to get bottlenecked and have to fight these guys in a complete and total bottleneck. So ideally, we're going to want the Greeks to give us a little space to maneuver out onto the town center. Looks like their unit is making its way back there. We need to rest. Our men are very tired. Especially the levy pikes here. They've been running for a long time. Did I just leave a unit here to get shot to death by the towers? I did. Fantastic. I left that unit there and it was shot to death by the tower. Now you know why I came through capturing the towers, and we ought not to go another step closer to that one, apparently. And yeah, these battles are extremely tedious. You're kind of watching this one in real time. Eager, warmed up, fresh, warmed up, fresh. We definitely want our troops to not be winded.
Pikemen! Units, double time! Pike, phalanx!
Phalanx, pikemen.
Units!
We could go ahead and walk these guys,
Pike,
Phalanx, pikemen.
Units! Forward!
and then they won't get as tired.
Units! 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 Forward!
Okay.
Move, move! Pikemen! Pike levy! Pikemen! Go, go, go!
I'm gonna just kind of give these pike units
Move! Pike levy!
in order to run forward.
Pike phalanx!
I'm gonna try and just get past the armored hoplites, because I need room to maneuver. So I'm just gonna run past them along the road here and try not to enter the town center just yet. They are marching towards me, which I actually do not want. I'm gonna try and get some troops all the way past them. Oh, we're connecting. Again, I don't really want that.
Pikemen! Units! Units! Double time!
Alright, well, I'm stuck in melee.
Levy pikemen!
I'm gonna have to maneuver that unit. This is not good for me. I'm in a poor position against armored hoplites that already outclass me, so I really, really wish the AI had not stepped into my way there. Those guys are gonna fight to the death on that town center as well.
Quickly! Units!
We are winning, just sheer weight of numbers. I need to get away from this approaching phalanx and buy myself some time. They're down to 35, but like I said, these guys are gonna fight to the death. And they've got another unit incoming.
Standard formation!
Oh, they're gonna attack me. Okay, well, I need to...
Pikemen.
Pikemen! Pikemen! Units! Units! Make it! Units! Pikemen! Move! Move!
I've got to move up reinforcements. My guys don't even have their pikes down at the moment. Come on. I can't get their pikes down. Come on, there you go. We haven't killed any of their men there yet. That's despite having a fairly good position on their flank here. Still haven't killed any of their men. That is deeply concerning. I'm gonna try and come position these units over here. We actually basically defeated the one unit. This pike levy is doing very poorly. It's only gotten 2 kills, 3 maybe. So the AI just ended up better positioned than I did there. This unit just got touched by a couple of entities and it's causing them to break formation, but I think I've just about got them. Okay, I can now push forward over here. Okay, this is gonna be ugly, but I do believe we can find some success here. Okay, my guys are not holding a phalanx formation, not at all, even with room to maneuver. But I'm still thinking just sheer weight of numbers, we win that. We performed really quite poorly over here.
Great God be praised! The enemy general is killed!
That's
Fear makes a home
excellent
in our
news.
enemies' hearts.
Excellent news indeed. Okay. Got more units moving up. My general is here to help support morale. We just have to crush these armored hoplite units, which is easier said than done. I'm gonna move up. Try and get in position. My levy pikes have done better than I thought. They've taken out about half of that armored hoplite unit. And then over here, they're down to 46 remaining. I'm trying to get my men to attack in a phalanx formation, but they will not. We have them massively outnumbered, but they will fight to the death on that town center. Now these guys are turned around backwards somehow, facing me. So I'm sure all of my guys are going to come out of a phalanx formation when this happens, but I'm going to give attack orders and go ahead and try and crush these guys. Yep, all my guys just came out of formation. There we go. We actually routed that unit off of the town center. So that is very fortuitous for me. I'm gonna try and wheel around here. There's only one man left in that one. And then there's 22 entities. Okay, so with that unit is crushed. Alright, that means I can run back over here. So I held my phalanx pikemen as the most important units here. It would have been cool to get to use them a little more, but I mean, I didn't want to come in and throw away my best units early and then lose this battle. Armored hoplites are very dangerous. Alright, so we have clearly won the battle. I don't know about clearly, but we won it. It was a painful win. And Pergamum will be ours. That is a big get. So a big city. We're going to exterminate its populace. Giant extermination. And this is a large walled city. We need to repair counselors' chambers. Yeah, an army barracks there, so we could get silver shields. Interesting. I wonder where we get the silver shield legionaries. Does that come in the city barracks? I can't remember which one it comes in, but nevertheless, that is a good grab for us, and we can actually retrain all of our units here as well. So Phrygia is now ours. So another go get. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this one. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll see you soon with some more action in Total War Rome Remastered.